we get to play with the new mold today. I got this mold for two main reasons. One, I like to wade the river, and I think the bait from this mold is going to be very good for casting and retrieving in the river. And number two, I really enjoy trolling off the back of my boat in my local lake, and I think this bait is going to be killer for trolling. So here's the mold, 2.3 inch SlayBait by Epic Bait Molds. As you can see, it's an 8 cavity mold. As usual, Epic Bait Mold, belly, back, puts that on there. On the inside of the mold, as you can see, it's very detailed. You can actually put eyes on this bait. And you can see here it's got a paddle tail on it, but yeah, I'm very excited about shooting this, so let's get started. Okay, so I have chosen Pearl X Solar Gold. We're going to use Pearl X powders in all three of these colors that we're going to pour. I want something a little flashier since I'm going to be reeling and retrieving, and also why I'm trolling, and I think these pearl powders just give a little extra shine and sheen to the presentation. So that's what we're going to try. We're going to start off with a half a cup, 1/32. We don't want this to be real opaque because we really want to see the flake in this. So we're going to start off with a 32nd and hope that's not too much. This is a really good color of gold. And like I said, hopefully we didn't go too much, but we're going to test it here. Let's see here. So there it is. That's pretty nice, actually. I can see the gold in there, and there's plenty of translucency to see any type of flake we put in. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to zoom you out just a little bit so we can get everything in here. There we go. We're going to go ahead and put some flake in and see how it looks, and go with that. And I'm going to try something today that may not be popular, and it may backfire on me, but I'm going to give it a shot. You don't normally see it in smaller baits, but I'm just going to give it a whirl and see where it takes us. But first, we are going to put in a 1/32 teaspoon of this chartreuse 015 flake. I really like this chartreuse in gold. I think it just really pops. See if I can get you here where it's not so much light. Okay, I think we're going to go just a hair more of that. We're going to go another 32nd of that 015. There we go. That's much better. You can definitely see that a lot better in there. Okay. We are going to go, we'll just go ahead and go 1/16. This is Barlow's whisker glitter gold. So we'll go 1/16 of that. All right. You can see that whisker glitter or not. I can see it. we go. We may go, I don't know, it's pretty prevalent there on the knife. So now here's the unpopular, possibly unpopular part. I got this premium glitter. It's a big flake glitter. I think it's let's see, I think it's 0.0125. I got this off Amazon. I can drop a link in the description. I know this is normally for bigger baits, but we are going to give it a shot. We're not going to go that much. Just if a piece or two in each bait would be great. I think that's plenty right there. Hopefully it's not already too much. I think this will give it some contrast. We may even go just a hair more. That's good. Just take this little by little. But I'm really interested to see how this turns out. Let's dump a little bit. So just right there, 1, 2, 3 pieces came out. Just on that. So I think we're good. Okay, first color up, Pearl X Gold. Actually, that's Pearl X Solar Gold. This definitely doesn't take a lot, that's for sure. So far, they feel pretty good. All right. Hopefully we got them all filled in. Gonna top them off now. All right. We had plenty. Mold is cool. Let's take a look. There we go. I can't take it up all the way because they might fall out. So it looks like they all poured. Let's pop one out here. All right. There it is. So yeah, I'm kind of liking the bigger flake. If you'll notice, or if you'll think about it, shad a lot of times have that black dot like right here on the side. So that may actually help this bait look more like an actual shad. But color's good. As you can see, that chartreuse flake is showing through there. See if I can get you closer here. There we go. The gold string flake is there. I like it. I like it. I think it's going to do good. Okay, second color. We are going to do the Pearl X Silver 663. Man, when you look at the when you look at that, it almost looks black or like a gunmetal. I wonder if this is like an antique color silver. Here we go. Here's how the inside of it looks. So let's put 1/16 in there and see what we get. All right. Remember, we don't want these to be super saturated here. I mean, we want the sheen, you know, but we don't want it opaque. So we're staying a little bit on the lighter side. So let's put a little bit here. see what we think about this. I think we're gonna go 1/32 more. I hope I don't regret this. Just a small amount more. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a little better there. Let's put in some 030 black flake. We're gonna do 1/16 of that. See what that looks like. Okay. All right. There we go. I'm getting some black every time there, so black flake. So now, let's do a 1/16 of this silver whisker glitter. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go 2. So 1/8. We're gonna go 1/8 of this whisker glitter. All right. Do we want to get crazy and throw just a little bit of color in there? You know what? I'm thinking red. Let's do some 015 red flake. Let's do 1/16 of that. A little bit of color in this. Oh yeah, a little bit of red in there. I think it'll show up good once the bait's poured. All right. I'm gonna heat this back up. We'll come back and shoot it. All right, second color, silver, Pearl X. There you go. These Pearl X powders, you can pick them up at Hobby Lobby. I think they're like $5 or $6. But if you get online, I can't remember the name of the store, online store, but it was an art store, and they were actually cheaper than Hobby Lobby, and they had a bigger variety. Okay, mold's cool. Let's take a look. Silver, Pearl X silver. I'm not sure yet. Let me see how opaque we are. Okay, I like that. That definitely gives off some shad vibes or minnow. You know, you can see hopefully you can see the red flake in there, the black flake in there, and the silver whisker glitter in there. Yeah, that actually turned out okay. I thought for a minute there it was going to be too opaque, but I can see all the flakes, so that tells me that we're just fine. Okay, third and final color, macro pearl. 1/16. All right. Oh man, what a nice color. Look at that. We could actually throw a little bit of highlight in this if we wanted to, but I think right now we're just going to keep it like it is. Okay, so I think we're going to throw in a 1/16 of this red whisker glitter. Just put a little color in there. You can definitely see the red. All right, we'll do So we're gonna do Lureworks silver holographic 040. We'll do 1/16 of that. That'll just give us one more thing to reflect off of. Okay, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and try to give it another shot of that bigger flake in these smaller baits. I like the first one. You just gotta really be careful how much you put in. I don't think you wanna overdo it, but I think the contrast is really nice. 0125, I believe. Again, I'll link it in the description of where I got this if you guys like it. We know it looks good in big baits. We know that. But so is that enough is the question. I think it is. We don't want to do any more. We don't want to take away from everything else. I think that's perfect. Okay, third and final. Macro pearl. Pearlix. First three felt really good. Good. Oh, they all felt good. Cut them off here. All right. Mold is cool. Here we go. I'm liking them. I think they look awful close to a shad. Let's pull one out here. Let's get a good one that's got a couple. Here's one. Look at that black flake, almost looks like an eye. Huh. But yeah, I like the black flake. The red flake's really coming through good. The holographic, when that sun hits it, it's gonna reflect off of that really good. The black is just, gives a good contrast. Let's pull another one off here. So here's one that has a little more black flake in it. Okay, that's a good contrast right there. I really like that. Yeah. Well, to me, this big flake actually does work in the smaller baits. Yeah, I'll continue to do this depending on what I'm pouring, but at least this size and up, I'd for sure use it. Again, this is a 2.3 inch, so I think it looks good. Oh, let's talk about the tail movement, by the way. That's pretty good. You can see there, it's got a paddle tail on it. So it's gonna kick back and forth in the water. But yeah, that right there, to me, looks pretty realistic. I mean, okay, so I've got some different color eyes here. I got these off of Amazon, and I'm thinking I got yellow, red, and silver, and this is what the colors I'm thinking of putting them on here. I think that is going to go best with this gold, the yellow. I think the red is going to go best with this. I think it's going to help pull out go good with that red whisker glitter, and I think this silver will just help go with this darker silver. So let's put some eyes on here. These aren't the easiest things to put on. These just have an adhesive on the back. And so I'm guessing that I just put this thing right on. Whoops, nope. Here we go. Look at that. Let's put another one on here. Okay. They gave me some tweezers here, but they're not really that helpful. So you actually get tweezers with it too. 300 eyes. You get 100 of each color. So there's the first one. I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks more realistic than it did. That looks pretty good. Okay, here's that one. Now let's put the red on. The pearl. Whoops, I got that one a little too high. So I'm not really, these got good ratings, that's why I bought them, but I'm not sold that these adhesive eyes are going to stay on. So I've got something that I'm going to show you here in a minute. My solution to that. Okay, so there's that one. I think red was a pretty good choice. Again, look at that. Look at the contrast of the black, large black flake. Yeah, I'm kind of getting like a koi fish type of. Maybe not. More of a shad, I guess. And let's put some silver on this guy and see how it turns out. I think the first two looked pretty good. Let's see here. See if we can get this one the first time. I think we got her the first time. All right. Let's get another one. I can't remember what I paid for these. They weren't that expensive at all. I'll put the link in the description. Oh yeah. Now see, I think that eye right there, before the eyes went on, I would have definitely ranked, I think this probably third out of the three as far as appearance, but that eye just changed the whole perspective of this and the whole just the whole look of this fish or this bait. See, I'm calling it a fish. It looks so real. That looks really good. Okay, so what I've done here, bring you in here a little bit closer, is I've heated up some just clear plastisol, and I'm going to dip these fish in just past, you know, maybe here, past the eyes. You could actually dip the whole fish, it's not going to hurt it, but that's what I'm going to do. So dip it, just bring it up. I'm going to rake it across the glass, and then I have a fan over here, and I'm just going to put it in front of the fan just for a few seconds, and I'm going to bring it back. And there it is. Let me bring it over here on this side for you. Okay. And if you do have any type of like little point at the end, I just take a little pair of scissors and just clip it, but just rake it across just like that. Put it in front of the fan for a few seconds, and you're golden. Okay, and this, you can get a lot of dips out of this. I got it about 330 right now, the plastisol. And there you go. Just like that. And also when you do this, it will put an extra shine or sheen on your baits. So it'll actually shine more than what they now than they did before. So those eyes are not going to come off now. Okay, just a little tip for you. So what are my thoughts on the new mold? Well, I think it's great. I cannot wait to get that in that bait into the river and do a little casting and retrieving. And I cannot wait to get it on my boat so I can troll and see how it does. I think the baits have a very realistic look. And when you add the eyes onto them, wow, it just takes it to a whole nother level. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Keep on hooking.